Alright, gonna try to start recording some short little vids. Probably no editing. I'll try not to stammer instead, or just like shut it off of it if I start feeling it sink. But just kind of mostly to keep my mind right. Try to make some plans and everything. I'm not even gonna get into the whys and what's led to and all that, but yeah. I've got one goal for tomorrow-ish, like soonish, which will be to give Keepy Kipes, give her a bath, which, no, it's not. I'm going to bed now, so it's not time to get up. But I dread the thought of getting her all sudsed up and running out of water. That's happened to me a couple times trying to hand wash laundry. And those are some terrible times to put your dirty clothes all together and get them all wet and get it all mixed up, and you can't fully rinse it, so everything is consistently filthy. It may be like the dirtiest item is a little bit cleaner than it was before, but they're all at like 70% filth, and you just have to let it dry. Yep, don't need to get into all that. I'm also testing a couple cameras right now to see if I can notice any major differences, because looking at the displays, one of them seems to handle low light much better, but I'm curious if the quality difference will be noticeable or anything. Two different generations of the same type of phone, but yeah. A pro version of the older model, so they're probably about equal. I mean, that's literally how they do it when they release the iPhones. Actually, I haven't kept up with that forever. I think the last thing that Apple tried to like promote for their new phones was the AI that they ended up backing out of, which is incredible when you've lived through all the iPhone releases, to think about like, most of the time it's new hardware. In the beginning it was like, this has never been on a device before type hardware, and now it's just, a little bit more of this or that. The camera's a little bit nicer. The camera's always a little bit nicer, but there's usually like another lens, or we added a new sensor. If I'm not mistaken, the last release was promises of the Apple AI, or whatever they call it. They made all the commercials, they made the release saying coming soon, and then they just kind of slowly backed away. I'm like, nothing to see here. Look at the Apple Glass. I think I did see something on one of the new ones that was like, ooh, that would be that'd be high schmancy and fancy. I didn't even know about a feature on my current phone with the new update, iOS. There's a button when you take a picture, and it, like, for lack of better understanding or describing, it just makes it like 3D-ish. It's kind of like your I forget what it's called too, but the wallpaper, how you shift the phone, you kind of see it move. But like, I took a picture of a frog and press that button, and it's like almost like a hologram looking of a frog. It's awesome. I imagine it has to be using the LiDAR and all that kind of stuff. It's pretty cool. I'm about to go on. That's the tangent I'd love to go on. Is like, how the hell I didn't know that Tesla wasn't using LiDAR until less than a year ago. I just never imagined that. Why would you not? Every smart device that I've used has LiDAR built in, but for a fucking car that's supposed to be the first like auto drive, no, we don't need a sensor that everyone uses now for anything. Like the most a sensor on a toothbrush so it doesn't hit the glass. Or like, they put LiDAR in everything now. That was incredible. All right, I'm not gonna go on tangents because I can feel my brain racing now, and that was the last thing I wanted. I need to go to sleep.